everyone, welcome to Eduretics, where we make high school life simple. I'm Mariam, and in this video we are going to solve some questions based on nonlinear functions, which is a subtopic of the advanced math section in the SAT. Since in this video we would be doing easy questions and revising the concepts, so you can choose to skip to the next part if you're already comfortable with the basic concepts of nonlinear functions. So let's take a look at our first question. A ball is dropped from an initial height of 22 feet and bounces off the ground repeatedly. The function h estimates that the maximum height reached after each time the ball hits the ground is 85% of the maximum height reached after the previous time the ball hit the ground. Which equation defines h, where h of n is the estimated maximum height of the ball after it has hit the ground n times, and n is a whole number greater than 1 and less than 10. So to understand the question better, let's draw a graph for it. In the y-axis, I am going to take my height h, and in the x-axis, I am going to take the value of n, that is the number of times the ball hit the ground. So my initial height is 22 feet. Now when the ball is dropped from the initial height, it reaches the ground and bounces back up to reach a height of 85% and goes back down again, reaches a height of 85% when it bounces back. So this happens until the ball is stationary or for values which is given by 1 less than n less than 10. Let's construct the equation. We have the function h of n, which is equal to our initial height multiplied by number of times the ball bounces and reaches a height of 85%. So we'll have to convert the 85% into decimal form. We have, let's 85% divided by 100, which is equal to 0.85. So let's substitute the value over here. We have 0.85 and it bounces n times. So in the power term, I'll have to write my value of n. So let's look at our options. Option B is the correct answer. Let's move on to our next question. The function g is defined by g of x to be equal to x square plus 9, for which value of x is g of x is equal to 25. So we know the solution of this equation is nothing but our g of x, which is equal to 25. So all we have to do is substitute this value in the given equation above and find the value of x. Let's write our given equation. We have g of x, which is equal to x square plus 9. Now substituting the value of g of x here, we get 25, which is equal to x square plus 9. Subtracting a 9 on both sides, we get 25 minus 9, which is equal to x square plus 9 minus 9. So this will give me 16, which is equal to x square. Now taking square roots on both sides, we have plus or minus 4, which is equal to x square. Now you can see the options does not have any negative value, so we'll simply have to exclude the negative 4 here. Therefore, my answer is x is equal to 4. This is my answer. So let's look at our option. Option A is the correct answer. So let's move on to our next question. The graph of the polynomial function f, where y is equal to f of x, is shown. The y-intercept of the graph is 0, y. What is the value of y? So we know that the y-intercept is nothing but a point where the line or the curve cuts the y-axis at x is equal to 0. So it is represented by 0, b, and x is always equal to 0. So x is always equal to 0 is only possible at the origin here. 0, 0. The curve cuts the y-axis at the coordinate -3 and x value is equal to 0. Therefore, my y-intercept is nothing but 0, -3. And we know that the y-intercept of the graph is given in the form of 0, y. So therefore, 0, y is equal to 0, -3. Now corresponding y value with the y value on the other side, we have y is equal to -3. So this is my answer. So moving on to the next question. F of x is equal to x square plus 4. The function f is defined as shown. Which of the following graphs in the xy plane could be the graph of y is equal to f of x? To plot a graph, we need to take use of our y-intercept and x-intercept. So let's calculate our y-intercept first. So the y-intercept is nothing but a point where the curve or the line cuts the y-axis at x is equal to 0. So let's say the y-intercept looks like 0, y and x is always equal to 0. So we have y which is equal to f of x which is equal to x square plus 4. Now substituting the value of x in the equation, we get y to be equal to 0 plus 4 where y is equal to 4. So substituting a value of y in the y-intercept form, we get our y-intercept to be 0, 4. So let's take a look at our x-intercept. Now x-intercept is nothing but a point where the curve or the line cuts the x-axis at y is equal to 0. So it is given as x, 0 where y is always equal to 0. So by substituting the value of y in the equation, we have y which is equal to f of x which is equal to x square plus 4. Now substitute the value of y, we get 0 is equal to x square plus 4. Subtracting 4 on both sides, we have -4 which is equal to x square. Now if we take a square root on both sides, I am going to get a imaginary number I. Now this function is a real valued function. So therefore I cannot have a imaginary number as my answer. So obviously the graph does not have an x-intercept. So let's take a look at our options here. Options A, B and C have an x-intercept at either 2 points or 1 point. Therefore my first 3 options are wrong and option D, which is my correct answer. So let's move on to our next question. So f of x is equal to x plus 0.25x multiplied by 50 minus x. The function f is defined above. What is the value of f of 20? So to find the value of f of 20, so all we have to do is substitute our x value to be equal to 20 in the above equation. So let's write our given equation. We have f of x which is equal to open parenthesis x plus 0.25x close parenthesis multiplied by 50 minus x. So let's substitute our x value. We have f of 20 which is equal to open parenthesis 20 plus 0.25 into 20 close parenthesis open parenthesis again 50 minus 20 close parenthesis. So let's calculate our first parenthesis here. We have 20 plus this term is 5. So adding these both will get 25. And the second parenthesis we have 30. Therefore, f of 20 is equal to 25 multiplied by 30 which is 750. So let's look at our options. Option C is my correct answer. Thank you for watching our video. Like, share and subscribe.